Earlier this week, the Justice Department fired senior FBI agent and stock photo of a senior FBI agent, Peter Strzok. Now, this came after revelations that he had exchanged text messages critical of Donald Trump while also investigating Donald Trump during the 2016 elections. And losing your job is never easy. But it looks like Strzok is going to land on his feet.
The FBI agent fired by the Bureau is receiving a lot of support. We have learned thousands of people are chipping in to help Peter Strzok cover his legal bills. After news of his firing broke, a GoFundMe page was set up, and it's raised hundreds of thousands.
The original target was $150,000. After that was quickly reached, the amount was raised to $350,000. When that target was hit, it was raised again to $500,000.
Okay, first up, this is some bullshit we need to address about GoFundMes in general. How do people say, this is the amount I need, and then change the amount when they get it? That's not a thing. Like, imagine you met someone in the street and they're like, hey man, could you help me out? I need $50 to go see my family. And you're like, okay, here's $50. He's like, oh, now that I've reached $50, I now need $100 to go see my family. You'd be like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Here's $100. Okay, now I need $150. You'd be like, this is a scam. Because seriously, $500,000 on a GoFundMe just for hating Donald Trump. There's cancer patients on that site that are like, hey, we hate him too. Can you pay for my treatment? It's like, no, you don't really hate him. We can tell. For more on what Strzok's windfall says about Trump's presidency, we turn to senior political analyst Michael Kosta, everybody. Michael. A fired FBI agent gets $500,000 from GoFundMe people. How do you explain that?
Trevor, this doesn't surprise me. There's big bucks in hating on Donald Trump. In 2016, my Nana started knitting pussy hats. 2 weeks ago, she bought a Ferrari, okay? Trevor, what's the fastest growing sector of the economy?
I think
That's right. Trump-hating late-night talk shows. You know how many there are right now? 17,000. Even Animal Planet has a political late-night show. It's called Rough Night with Coco. She goes there.
He's going to be tough to beat at the Emmys, man. Yeah. Really tough.
And now you've got guys like Peter Strzok who aren't even making jokes or whatever it is you do. They just say, I hate Trump, and the resistance opened up its wallet faster than Johnny Depp at a scarf depot. And it's not just Peter Strzok who's raking in the resistance cash. Before him, Trump got Andrew McCabe fired as FBI deputy director, and that guy's GoFundMe also pulled in $500,000. And I get it. People are desperate for anything that can hurt Trump even a little bit. But that's how scams work, by preying on the most desperate. And you're a Nigerian prince, you understand.
South Africa is not the same.
Trevor, people aren't really thinking about who they're giving their anti-Trump dollars to. Take James Comey. For a year, everyone is furious at that 7-foot freak for basically getting Trump elected. Then he writes a book saying he actually hates Trump, and the resistance starts making it rain. I mean, he made more money than Johnny Depp's scarf dealer.
I feel like you didn't work for that one.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. I mean, it's like Omarosa. She was a gladiator for Trump,
yep.
And now she's swimming in cash for calling him unhinged.
Yeah. You know who's still the master of this game? 2016 Green Party presidential candidate Jill Stein. Her entire platform was, there's no difference between Clinton and Trump. Then as soon as the election was over, she said, oh no, we can't let Trump win. Give me money for a recount and I'll save you from him. She ended up collecting $7.3 million. You talk about the Green Party. And look, I understand. Sometimes you get so blinded by your revenge that you don't realize you're just playing yourself. My high school principal told me to stop acting up in class. So guess what? I stopped showing up to school entirely. I never graduated. Take that, Mr. Samuelson.
Well, didn't that produce some inadvertent negative ramifications?
I don't even understand the words you just said. The point is, Trevor, I'm deeply concerned about how people are getting taken advantage of, which is why I've decided to help resistors resist getting scammed. I've set up a fundraising site, cashforcosta.com, and I'm going to use the money people give me to stop all these grifters once and for all, because if I can just raise $100,000, I will be able to increase my goal to $200,000. which is halfway to $400,000. Fighting Trump, fighting Trump. Then I'll get to $500,000, and then bam!
Bam what?
I'll just need another $100,000.
Michael Kosta, everyone.